ask you something. Have you ever looked at a group photo and realized I was the one who took it? Have you ever been surrounded by people and still felt completely alone? Have you ever wondered why am I always the one putting in all efforts? Why I never anyone's first choice? What's wrong with me? If any one of those questions hurts, then this video is for you. Because almost for 4 years, I believed that the problem was me. By the way, if you don't know me, my name is Prachi Pandey and I love talking about the things we all think but rarely discuss. So I am gonna tell you a story that completely changed the way I look at relationships, mostly friendship. So let's start the video. When I was a kid, I had a best friend named Pooja Pokhriyal. We had studied together since childhood and she was the sweetest person I knew. But at the beginning of 7th grade, she changed school and we were just kids. We never exchanged phone numbers and just like that, she disappeared from my life. But I didn't know it then. I was going to spend my next 4 years replacing a friendship that was never supposed to be replaced. So I became a part of a friend group. Honestly, I love them. I love them a lot. I loved the way they are. Because coming from a strict family where I wasn't allowed to go much, they were just so interesting. They loved going out much. They loved making memories, exploring new places. So I admired that freedom a lot. I loved them. And the funny part is, the group was formed because I became friend of everyone first. But along the way, something changed. Conversation stopped whenever I walked over. Plans happened, but without me. Secrets were shared, but just not with me. I don't know why. I don't know till now why. And instead of walking away, I tried harder. इतना गधा कौन हो सकता है? I became the friend who was always available, who always understands, always adjusts. Because at some point, I believe that if I became a little better, they will choose me. Yes. Then came the school picnic in the 8th grade. I will never forget that day. I just hate that day a lot. So, we traveled together, we laughed together on the bus, but the moment we reached the destination, they just walked away together for lunch. Nobody even looked back. I remembered standing there watching everyone eat with their group while I silently wondering where I was supposed to go. Thankfully, another group invited me to join them. They made me welcome without knowing what just happened. Later that day, someone handed me a phone and said, "Can you take our group photo?" I smiled and clicked this picture. But it hit me because I was not taking the picture. I was missing from it. Yes. And that moment stayed with me for years. Maybe आपको ये बचपना लग रहा होगा, आपको लग रहा होगा ये क्या बोल रही है, but this is not funny, this is not बचपना, this is making someone feel left out. Maybe आपको समझ नहीं आ रहा होगा तो आप ये वीडियो मत देखो, but जिसने ऐसा फील किया होगा वो डेफिनेटली रिलेट कर पा रहे होंगे. Because even after 10th grade, when we all chose different streams, they still met each other, but nobody came looking for me. Then I finally asked myself, why am I working so hard to stay somewhere where nobody wants to keep me? Literally nobody. Then something magical happened. Yes, that moment was very magical for me, especially after those 4 years. Life surprised me. In my 11th grade, I started talking to a girl who had actually been my classmate since 6th grade. And funny enough, but I had always assumed she was arrogant. She must have lots of attitude. Turns out she was the kindest person I would ever met because she never made me question my place in her life. She remembered me, she included me, she checked on me. She never made me earn her friendship. She just simply gave me. And today, even after 8 years maybe, she is just not my friend. She's just like my family, my sister. I just love her. She completely changed the way I see friendship because before meeting her, I genuinely believed that I was not meant to have deep friendship. I believed I was not anyone's priority. I believed love had to be earned. But she proved each one of those beliefs wrong. And that's when I understand something. Maybe I was not hard to love. Maybe I was just asking wrong people to love me. And now, let me be very clear. The people from my past were not bad, were not villains. I don't hate them. I don't think that they are bad people. Sometimes good people are not your people, and that's okay. Here is what I learned: never shrink yourself to fit into a place that was never built for you. Never sacrifice your self respect just because you are afraid of being alone. And never confuse chasing people to building relationships. Yes, give people chances, communicate to them, understand them, and because relationship requires effort, but effort should never be backing. There's a huge difference because friendship or relationship is not about proving your worth every day. Real relationship or friendship feels safe, not exhausting. And if you are constantly asking whether you matter, stop asking themselves. Start asking yourself, why are you settling for less than you deserve? Because one day you will find your people who will choose you naturally. Not because you changed, not because you back to stay, not because you became more useful, but because that's what real friendship looks like. So let me leave you with final question. How many more years are you willing to spend chasing a seat at someone else's table before you realize you deserve to be invited without asking? And if this story feels like your story, I hope you find your person, and trust me, when you finally do, you will never have to wonder where you belong again. Woo! So I will see you tomorrow then. Bye
Bye bye.